Okay, all right, we're gonna watch this Dunkey video. This dude's the freaking funniest YouTuber in the world. Let's go.
After 10 years in development, the bar has been set impossibly high for Final Fantasy 15.
True.
But can it somehow manage to jump over those expectations? Nope. But it is a fun game, albeit a deeply flawed experience. The strength of Final Fantasy has always been in the music, the cutting-edge graphics,
True.
and the wondrous
And the story.
worlds. The stories, on the other hand, although brilliant at times, are often these disjointed nightmares. I would describe them as the confusing versions of Metal Gear Solid.
The confusing parts of Metal Gear Solid.
The Gulgans,
That's
a
funny.
circle of blind prophets, predicted that one day Gilgamesh revealed his true form, but defeating these enemies only revealed a greater threat. They had collectively created the demon Chaos out of the corpse of Garland and sent it back in time. Golbez was not their ultimate enemy, as he was also being brainwashed by another Lunarian named Zemus. Gallif remembered he was in fact royalty from another world, and had a granddaughter named Gilgamesh.
Right.
Sephiroth discovers that he is in fact a super soldier created by
Genova, a vampiric alien life form that crash-landed in a meteor.
Keep in mind,
It makes perfect sense. Let's be honest here. We all follow it perfectly. All right, to be fair, you probably have to watch a YouTube video or two to understand any Final Fantasy story. But that's what we like about the games. They're complex as hell. They're Japanese, crazy, different ways of storytelling that we're not used to here in the West. So it's fun. It's exciting. There's a lot to it. I mean, I'm not arguing with Dunkey here. He's just having fun. But I think that is interesting about Final Fantasy. It's like some of them are more simple and just like pure fun than others. Like Final Fantasy VI is just like, it's not too complicated. It's just a good time. But yeah, dude, all these other ones, the stories get a little convoluted. I'll be honest. But they're still good. They bring storytelling to a new level that video games just other games don't do. I think other games do it today, but back in the day, this was revolutionary stuff. And even today, I think they do a great job, and I love the stories. But this is a funny video. I'm not here to argue against Dunkey. All right, let's go.
all of this is very poorly translated.
Pojo arrives in Nibelheim and witnessing the destruction
Mako
decides that he
energy to
should
power
make
the
a
reactors
concert
to their
series.
weapons.
Yeah.
It's
the translations don't help.
This one is pretty straightforward in comparison, although there is this really lame montage at the beginning of this movie that they released separately from the game.
Oh yeah. So
it feels
weird.
like they just cut out the key moments from a much longer story. Similar to last year's Metal Gear 5, the story takes an unexpected backseat to gameplay and exploration, which I thought was great. Cruising around in the Batmobile, listening to the soundtracks from the previous games, looking at all these gorgeous landscapes.
That was sick.
You see something interesting, you hop out and you go check it out, you know? You see that big-ass mountain over there? That's actually a big-ass turtle. Final Fantasy is jam-packed with amazing creatures and monsters. You got these cactus guys. You got these big-ass rhinos. You got some big-ass Wango looking at Bobber Ducky's grandpa, Gilgamesh, Hugarimbus, and of course, Chocobo. Every time you ride this Chocobo, it plays the classic Chocobo theme song. And you can drift. You can drift on a Chocobo. The biggest surprise is how likable the Backstreet Boys turned out to be. When I heard these guys' first album, I thought they were whack. Turns out, they're hard. All they do is kill shit and eat spaghetti. To be honest, some of the new material sounded really good. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. I like this one.
Oh my
biggest
god.
breakthrough here is making these guys feel authentic. They talk and move more like people than RPG characters.
I will admit, I love how they like have banter while they're fighting. That stuff is great. I wish Final Fantasy XIV had more of that. They do a bit of that with like the dialogue on screen, but I can't always read it. Like I love just like hearing people like talking like while things are happening and like having like audio cues of like, hey, I'm hurt, like heal me, or like, hey, let me help you out there. Like I really love that kind of stuff. It just helps kind of like add to the immersion of the game.
They get annoyed with each other, they get hungry, they get tired, and get this. Sometimes they don't say anything.
That's the best part.
In silence.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game.
Like real life. That's some next gen shit. The combat, it's very simple, but when it works, it feels really weighty and badass. When it doesn't work, it looks like this. I don't know what this is. I don't know what is happening here. I don't know. Then you have this weird issue where every time you talk to someone, there's this annoying delay. Then you have these horrible load times. You have
and let's be honest, this is probably the best version of Sid we've ever had. So come on. All right, Final Fantasy 15 didn't do everything bad. Let's be honest. Horrible load times. Every time you want to fast travel, fuck you. Load time, bitch.
Sadly, as you approach the end of the game, it starts running out of steam. The main quest starts off strong. You're tearing through these waves of soldiers, fighting big-ass robots, but eventually it devolves into walking down this endless hallway by yourself, killing one guy at a time with the shitty ring that takes 3 hours. Nothing that works about this game shows its face during this section. Yeah, Tess, that's a good recommendation. I will add that to the title when we switch over to Final Fantasy. Thank you. And yeah, Dunkey's the best. He's the GOAT, dude. These videos, I wish I could make videos like this guy. Like this, yeah, he's the best. Manage to trudge through to the end. You will be rewarded with this amazing flying car. The mountain can fly. Just a great car. Just a beautiful, just a fucking piece of shit. Even for all its numerous shortcomings, I still enjoyed this game. It's one of the very few AAA RPGs I've actually completed in the past 6 years, and I think Square has made a great foundation that hopefully their future titles will continue to build upon. I give Final Fantasy 15 a chocobo. Yeah, give him a chocobo. Oh, it's so good. That's great. Dude, I think I will play Final Fantasy 15 at some point. I definitely stopped playing it at like 2 hours in or something. No, more like 8 hours, like 10 hours, 15 maybe. Like I played a good chunk of the game. I got to where you could, do the top ramen quests. And that's about as far as I got. But I do think I will give it a shot. But right now I'm playing Final Fantasy 12 and 6 and 14 at that. So I gotta pace myself.